So good evening, my friends. Welcome once again. I'm excited that you're joining me for these multiple journeys. Many of the journeys that you're watching, they took place about 300 days ago. You know, a lot of the people you're listening to, they're already PMPs. They ain't even studying anymore. They ain't thinking about this stuff no more. So I'm happy that you're benefiting from their banter back and forth about the PMP exam. Now, how many of you guys are taking the pilot exam? Anybody taking the pilot exam in the next few days? Anyone taking the current exam? Well, regardless the exam you're taking, I think this is very important information for you because the PMI have a study aid that I think will help you. I'm going to share it with you in a few seconds. But that study aid is known as the PMI Study Hall. I don't know if you guys have heard of the PMI Study Hall, but one of my students made me aware of it. And I think if you're studying for the exam, you might want to hop on down to the study hall because they've got a question of the day every day. And to be quite honest with you, I know where those questions are from. Those are past questions. Like right here, if you take a look at my screen here, you can see there's a question of the day. That question of the day is pretty much from past questions that they are now recycling into this forum. So my advice to you, if you really want to maximize your chances of success on your exam, whether you're taking the current exam or taking the pilot exam, this is a place to be. All right. So it says preparing for the PMP exam can be a journey. PMI wants to be there for you every step of the way, along with the PMP pilot. Now, even though they're saying it's PMP pilot, I know that these questions, for example, this question of the day thing, I know this is going to help anyone taking the exam. A team lead is concerned that two project teams are working on parts of the project that are highly dependent on each other. The team lead believes that this might create conflicts when the two teams' outputs are combined. What should the project manager instruct the team lead to do? Typical PMP trickery. So you go to that page. I'm going to copy it and paste it into the chat. And you guys go there and have fun with it. Okay, there we go. I've put it into the chat and copy it from the chat because I will be closing the chat once we go full steam into the mini boot camp. Okay, I hope you have that link. You're gonna want to copy it. And yeah, the question changes like daily. And I've talked about the mock exam that PMI has offered to those folks out of India, even though some folks who are not have been able to access it. If you're one of those who was able to access it, my suggestion to you is to really take it seriously, close those gaps that you found, and you better your chances of success. All right. Any questions before we go into the mini boot camp of about 3.5 hours? It's going to be a long one. So now is the chance for you to ask me questions about topics in the PMBOK guide. Is there anything you're struggling with? Anything you don't know? Anything you're pulling your hair out about? Anything? Integration? You good with scope and schedule? Cost? Quality? How about resources? We talked about that earlier today. Communications was yesterday, so was risk. Procurement, I think we touched on procurement much earlier this week, but we'll go for another round some days to come. And stakeholder, any questions? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Let's go into our boot camp. I'll be turning off the chat, and I hope you find this to be useful. PMPs to be. This is our PMP micro boot camp. We're going to get started here by jumping straight into some very basic questions. These are the kind of questions that if you cannot answer them in 10 seconds,
I know that you're definitely not ready for the exam, whenever that is, anytime soon. So we're going to jump straight into what I call very basic. I call them namby-pamby questions because they're so basic that if you cannot answer them, I'll be shocked. So what I would like you to do is, in private, if you can, chat into me what you think the answer is, or when I get a poll up, because I'm going to share a poll with you guys. When I'm able to get the poll up, you can then respond. But why don't we start off by doing the very basic, easy stuff, okay? Before I go into showing you the questions, can you chat into me the basic stuff that we all know? Chat into me integration. That's the base, right? That's 25% of your exam. Why don't you chat into me in boss form? What do I mean by boss form? Acronym form. So develop project charter is DPC. Chat into me the 7 processes of integration. Put them all on one line. Shoot them to me all at once. Put them in the form of DPC, D, whatever, DPMP, stuff like that. This should be very basic for you. I'm looking for 7 processes of integration. Go. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Let's do it. Looking out for your chats. Oh, that was good, Sunil. Well done. But now you chatted in to everyone, so you didn't do it privately. Now everyone knows the answers. They can just copy and whack them into my chat. So we're going to have to do that again. All right. Are you ready? I want you to chat into me the 7 processes of risk management privately into chat. Let's change it to risk because everybody's going to know integration since Sunil has spilt the beans. Let's do it in private chat for risk. Did you hear what I said? Risk management, 7 processes. Let's go in acronym form. Now, of course, you know what I mean? Every word accounted for. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on. I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to finish off. Come on, 20 seconds. Risk management, there's 7 of them, 7. All right, thank you. I'm seeing a lot of great chats. Thank you, Beth and Fabian, very good. Thank you, Shantai. Thank you, Mario. I think you mean something else for the first one, Mario. Check that. Thank you, Beth. They kind of mess around, don't they? Good. Okay. Thank you, Egypt. Thank you, Adam. Very good. Thank you, Sunil. Latoya, thank you. I see that, Mario. Awesome. So you guys are in the zone. Okay. Well, let's launch the poll and let me share with you our questions for this occasion. So let us go into not that, but this. And let's go to the very first question, this one. All right. So the way it works, I'm giving you, for this first one, I'll give you a minute. Then I'm going to reduce it in half and then in another half until we get to 10. So go. You got a minute for this first one. So for those of you who haven't used the poll before, the way it works, it's anonymous. No one knows who's voting what. So feel free to vote. No one knows, like I said. And at the end, I'll stop the poll. We'll take a look at the results. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's end the poll. Here are the results. Well done. Everyone got this one right. Creating a charter, that's in the develop project charter process. So the answer is indeed B. Let's go on to the next one. And the next one, I'm going to give you, instead of 1 minute, 30 seconds. Let's go. Here is your poll relaunched. Five, four, three, two, and 1. The answer to this one, let's end the poll, share the results. The answer to this one, creating a register of stakeholders, is obviously C, identify stakeholders, okay? So the answer, one more time, is C, identify stakeholders, okay? So you got to listen out, because I'm not going to show on the screen. I'm just going to call out the answer. So everybody got this one right. Very good. Let's go to our next one. This is now going to be 15 seconds. Let's go. Here we go. Five, four, three, two, 1. You guys need to be quicker than this. Come on now. Okay, I'm going to give you a grace period of 10 seconds. Look, you got to be quicker than this. These are nothing compared to the PMP exam. Okay? This is absolute zero compared to the exam. You got to know this stuff in your sleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I still not gotten enough votes. All right. I'm going to give you another grace period of 5. And then after this question, I'm just going to have to go 15 seconds, because this stuff is namby-pamby, my friends. If you don't know this stuff in 10 seconds, if you cannot look holistically at the question, it's no good. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's end. Here are the results. It's a bit polarized here. When you are getting all the subsidiary plans into one master plan, you are in develop project management plan. Outputs from other processes is an input to develop project management plan. So when you are assembling all of the subsidiary plans, you are in the develop project management plan process, my friends, okay? Let's go to the next one. 15 seconds. There's your question.
So I know those of you who are really advanced, you're getting antsy and wondering, oh, this stuff is too easy. Well, nothing is too easy. It's good practice. When you get into the exam, I tell you, everything changes. So what I encourage you to do, just stick around. We're going to be done with the easy stuff eventually. And then when we get done with the easy stuff, we'll be getting into the instruction. All right. So if you want to go off and study and, come back, that's all right. But I think you could still benefit from, challenging yourself to think more expansively about these things. All right.
Develop project management plan is the answer, but the answer you were looking for is plan scope management, right? Well, it's not an option here, so you have to go with the next best option. And the next best option will be something in planning, okay? That's the way the exam is. So don't always expect to see your preferred answer. If you're not seeing the buttons, it might be a browser glitch, but you can always chat into me. So I appreciate you chatting into me the answers. Thank you very much. Let's relaunch the poll and let's go to our next one. Requirements management plan, 15 seconds. All right, my friends, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've given you quite a lot of time. Let's end the poll, share the results. The answer to this one is none other than plan scope management. This is a common misconception among people who have not gotten deep enough. So this is immediately a red light to me that you have not gone deep enough if you did not get this one right. Plan scope management is where you create the requirements management plan and the scope management plan. So that shows me that you got a gap. You need to go back to plan scope management, read that stuff deep, okay? This is still in the 101. We haven't even gotten into the 202 yet, all right? So in plan scope management, again, you get two plans, the requirements management plan and the scope management plan, okay? Good. Let's go to our next question. 15 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. I'm ending the poll. You need to get used to choosing anything. Hey, it's an anonymous poll, my friends. Look, the whole purpose of this is to get you to go beyond getting scared of the buttons on the exam, okay? Or getting afraid of choosing an option. Choose an option, you got to get used to it, okay? You got to get over the fear of, oh, what if I get it wrong? No one knows you got it wrong, okay? I want everyone to choose an option. Even if you feel it's wrong, not a big deal, all right? This is more like an exam practice session as well.